Hey, what's up guys, Steve here and welcome back to the channel. So today we're back as promised in Fernbus and we're heading our way through Denmark. If you didn't catch the previous episode, the link will be in the top of the screen now. So as we did in our last episode, we'll be trying out the second of the three new buses, the sort of fake Van Hool buses. In this one we'll be doing the Astromega. So if you haven't seen the previous episodes, as I say, click on the card in the top right of the screen. In the last episode, as I say, thank you very much for those that viewed it. I think in the first couple of weeks of that video being out, it's got more views than any video I've ever produced. So thank you for those that have had a chance to do it. And big thanks to Aerosoft, who actually mentioned my original Instagram post. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, then obviously put say links are down in the bottom of the description. So let's head on over to today's route and we'll show you what we've got going on for today. So in the last episodes, obviously we were in Kolding, we went through Kolding, and then yeah, we'll be heading up to Aalborg in the new one, but today we're starting off here in Kolding and then heading our way across to Copenhagen. So it's a long road, quite a standard sort of road over rivers. There's a toll booth, a few different petrol stations on the way through, and then yeah, finally into the final stop here in Copenhagen. I believe it's by the airport, so from the other videos that I've seen, it's by the airport. So yeah, as you can see, so in the previous episode we used this one, which is the Van Hool Altano TX18. Obviously we have the TX17 as well, and then finally we got the TX19, which is just again an even longer wheelbase. So we will be using the Astromega today, and then it leaves the TX20 and TX21 to try in the next episode as we head further north. So yeah, I think probably what we'll do today is try out the Astromega, probably the smallest one, because you know how well we get on with the larger buses. So let's try the Astromega TDX25. So as you can see, double-decker bus, has a small amount of space in the lower floors, but mainly more space in the top compared to the other ones, which are just single. So yeah, here you go. So a bit like the sort of previous double-decker buses that have been in the game. Obviously I'm sure it'll be slightly different in some way to the bus we drove in the last episode in terms of maybe its design or layout of the cabin. So let's head on over to the garage and we'll pick up today's bus. Alright, so here we are at the depot in nice walk around. So as you can see, yeah, very lots of opening sort of compartments for luggage. Gone with the standard Flixbus logoing for today because we don't have any other liveries for the bus. Got double doors, so one at the front here, and then one in the middle, just there, hopefully open. Yeah, there we go, very slowly but open. Got a couple of luggage compartment openings on this side. Obviously the one here is almost as big as the door. There you go, and then we'll close them all back up again before we head on to the next section. So let's close that one as well. There we go, it's all closed. So if we head in through the front, it kind of almost always wants to take you up the staircase, which is a bit weird. But on the lower compartment here, so you've got the driver area, sort of jump seat there. Heading through, we've got a kitchen on the left hand side with a microwave and a few other bits of business. Oh look, and another microwave on the other side with another kitchen. So downstairs, yeah, a couple of sort of seats, some tables, the toilet, plenty of luggage space, and then yeah, the middle staircase up to the top. So top is, say, pretty much like any of the ones we've sat in, all storage compartments at the top, and then just row upon row upon row upon row of seats. A TV screen that you can smash yourself into, and yeah, the front seats, which are always the best ones to sit in because you can always see it. So let's head down this staircase here, and we'll shut the front door and jump in, and then we'll learn some of the controls. If I can actually step into the seat, there we go, perfect. So there are a lot of buttons on this one. There are a copious amount of buttons. You can see some of them on the left hand side. So there's all the buttons. There's the it's also like a I don't know what you call it, like an onboard computer system which works upon the centre display screen as well, to do things like air conditioning and ventilation and stuff. So that's going to be a whole world of its own to try and set up. So doesn't sound too bad on the outside. It's quite quiet inside. That's one thing I have noticed. It's really quiet on the inside. It's quite well insulated from the outer road noise. Right, so let's have a look at the buttons we've got to do. So you've got door openings, you've got your sort of boards.
Hallo und herzlich willkommen.
Announcement. Got to remember to do that because I know that's where we failed last time. Got lights, Wi-Fi clearance, kitchen clearance, and you've got passenger monitors. Not sure, blank button, something else, and power. Cool. Got hostess calls. I don't think we have a hostess, so we'll put it on, but no one's going to answer that. Obviously, gear selector, sat nav, dial control, so fuel gauges, warning lights. Everything is fine there. Then this is the bank of buttons that scares me. So you've got reading lights, night lights, upper wiper, blinds, driver's fan, toilet warnings. Yeah, that's fine. Air suspension, so it's got full air front and rear air suspension, so you can raise and lower the coach accordingly. Passenger lights, that's fine. Exterior lights on, so do we need them on? Actually, you know what, let's leave them on. Fog light, high beam fog lights, map reading lights, air filtration system on. Yeah, probably put that on. Retarder, don't need that. Don't need traction control. Don't need this. That doesn't work anyway. That's lane departure, collision warnings, all the cruise control. And then yeah, this is the bit that scares me. So this is the like the control for the center display. Obviously, parking brake window. Then you've got cabin climate. Then you've got wrong button. There we go. Now nothing comes up in that center. Really got to get used to these button mappings. There we go. You've got interior, and then you've got open passenger climate. So probably the passenger one is the one we're going to need if we can. But nothing comes up on that screen. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but nothing seems to come up on that screen. Doesn't come up on that screen either. No, that's your tacho and stuff, so don't need that. Oh well. Anyway, that's yeah. I don't know. That revolves, but doesn't seem to do anything. Okay. Anyway, I think probably what we'll do is we'll worry about that later. As long as we are all set and ready to go, we'll sort of head on over to our first stop. And again, I've done it, haven't I? I forgot to change my button mapping. Oh no, I've got the handbrake button, which is my normal handbrake button, is set to ignition on and off. So anyway, let's head on over to the next stop. Alright, cool, so here we are at Colding. So we're all set up, ready to go. For those that remember, in the last episode we dropped off just to our right hand side. So let's jump on out and check these people in. There's a few people here from when we were pulling in, so possibly a few people to check on board. So that's fine. Yeah, lots of people. Let's open these luggage compartments. And that one there, and that's fine. We need to get people in the back entrance. Amazing, that's fine. Okay, cool, that was the button I wanted. So let's log in. So we've got 10 people to check in and 11 people to get off. So that probably means we're going to sell a ticket. So yeah, you're going to Copenhagen, so you've got the right ticket. Why is it they always seem to disappear? The hair always is the last thing to disappear. Look, here you go. Hair's the last thing to go. Yeah, you're going to the right place. Random little things like that. Okay, we're going to Copenhagen as well. So are you. And so are you. So you need express check-in. There we go. Cool. Yeah, you're fine. Click on you. Okay. Yeah, you're right place as well. Click on him. Good. Right, what are you going? No, you're going to Arnhem, so that's not for us. Such a crap. Okay, interesting. Alright, so you actually want a ticket, so let's go to Copenhagen. This is the annoying thing, as more towns get open, you get more places to click on. Alright, perfect. So scan your ticket and you're good to go. And final passenger, so you are also with us as well. So click on that. Amazing. Alright, I'm afraid I'm going to shut the door on this lady because she doesn't want to move, so apologies. Kind of phases through you. Alright, those are closed, and that is pretty much everything. I think, what are we doing for time-wise? That lady's really not going to move, is she? Alright, perfect. So let's see. We are about 7 minutes early, so let's move, yeah, minute before departure. Amazing. Cool, so let's jump on. Bus is all set up, all pre-set up, so we don't need to worry about doing anything there. That's fine. We need to shut that front door. Try and remember my buttons again. There we go. Shut the door. Amazing. How are we doing for time? So we're about a minute to go. So play the announcement. Can't start. That's good. Yeah, announcement's playing. Don't want to forget that, like we did in the last episode. Here you go. You see the people on the top deck. On it, it's not on, but that's fine. Don't understand why that's not working, but it's all clicked on. It is definitely on. Yeah, it's definitely on. Who knows? I don't think I missed a button or anything, did I? No, that's all the same. That's fine. Fine. Yeah, don't need to worry about that. Open passenger climate. No. Don't need mirror settings, they're all fine anyway, don't need to adjust them. I did adjust the point of view while we were driving over here because it seemed to be like we were sat on the steering wheel rather than behind it. Okay, cool, so look, the air conditioning system's now come up and running, so that should be fine. Everyone should be happy with that it's working. Don't know how to change the... I might turn the announcement off. That's had enough of that talking. So we are about what? We're actually on time, so we need to leave now. If I hadn't have turned the engine off, then we probably would have been all right. I keep saying it, but I really should map that key properly. But with everything else that we're getting around to working out in terms of using the new. Ever since I've installed the game again, the new key bindings are slightly wrong, but anyway, I promise in the next one I'll have that fixed. Anyway, let's head on out of the actual sort of bus station itself. Let's make sure we don't hit anything on the way out. There's a few cars coming, but we should be good to go. No van was going to stop, that's fine. Right, and then we're heading back up to the Autobahn. And then, or motorway, whatever you want to call it, and heading through. So we've got a red light here. I don't think we have many traffic lights on the route today, so hopefully we won't spend more of our time stuck in red lights as we did in the last one. And just as we say that, it pretty much goes green. So let's head on through and try and make some good progress. For some reason, as you can see in the sat nav in the bottom right, it still shows the wrong arrival time. It's glitched. I don't know whether that's just because of the latest DLC or whether that's something that I've done wrong, or whether it's just the map, but it doesn't seem to show an arrival time, so it's really strange. It's really strange. Alright, cool, so let's have a look at the bus. So there we go, that's a beautiful screenshot of the flags in the background and the town as well. So let's head through these lights, and then yeah, as I say, I think we've got a bit of a run now back up to the roundabout, and then we'll be joining back onto the motorway. So yeah, as I said, guys, thank you for those that watched the very first video that we put out last week. I say unbelievable views, as I say, compared to the normal amount on the channel. I know we're growing slowly as a channel, but I think at the time of recording this, we're almost at 900 views for the video, which is in like less than 2 weeks. So. Oh god, the aircon's too hot. No, I'm pretty sure I set the aircon to like 20 degrees. That can't be too hot. Anyway, I can't concentrate on that button now, so hopefully you'll just have to live with it. I will probably get marked down quite heavily for that, but we'll see what happens when we get to the end, because I haven't really got the chance to it. And I think we lost. That was the last opportunity to turn the aircon down when we got to the last set of traffic lights. Right, cool, so I've got a roundabout up here, so we're taking the first exit. Let's see if there's anything coming. Oh, there's a truck there. Don't want to have an accident just before we get onto the route. They all seem to indicate at very last minute. Right, anyway, let's give it a go, because it's not really helpful with their indication at last minute. He says having not indicated at all so far this episode. Right, cool, there we go. So let's go left here. Blocked off for some reason. Anyway, let's go. We're joining, I think we were a slip road joining a slip road joining the motorway. So let's head down this slip road. How long have we got? Got about 260-ish kilometres to go. So yeah, probably mostly motorways in today's route. So it should be unfortunately a little bit mundane, but I'm hoping that there's some good sites. Obviously we have got, I think, a couple of bridges, a toll route, and some new sites. So okay, we'll go there. Yeah, so we've got some stuff to see on the way down there. We'll try and get some decent views of the route as we go along. But yeah, as I say, it will be a bit of motorway, some junctions occasionally. There's some rest stops, I think, on the way through, and random stuff. So, right, cool. So there you go. So that's us going down the motorway. I was thinking, I haven't got. Yeah, let's stop trying driving in third person. It's not my greatest skill. I can barely drive when I'm actually in first person. So. Third person does not always end very well. So let's have a look at how we're doing. So yeah, so we've got about 240 kilometers to go. So yeah, so let's say thank you for those that watched the last one. I have enjoyed doing this, the sort of the preview of these buses. They are something that I think is quite cool. It's always good to have new bus content. Hang on, we're in the right lane. Here I'm yabbing away. Yeah, there we go. Let's take a right here, try and not tip the bus over. And then we're rejoining the next. It's coming up here. This looks like a bit of a jaggedy road on the sat-nav. Oh no, it's just a normal road. It just seems to be a bit weird. Anyway, yeah, so it's been fun driving these. As I say, the one more bus to go after this in the trio. Would I buy it if I hadn't bought it already, having tried them? I think they're very similar in terms of buses. They are very similar in driving. They are, I suppose it depends if you want them. At the end of the day, it's nice to have new buses to drive. It's nice to have new content. It's good to see that they are still developing. Are they worth £13 each? Yeah, that's a hard one, because other games are adding DLCs of buses and stuff for a lot less. I know that there are ones out there that are adding DLCs for a lot more. I had to hold my amazement at the price of the latest DLC for Train Sim World 4. The new sort of Italian-Swiss line that's just come out is £30 for one line. It's £30. Bearing in mind you can buy the game with about 3 or 4 base routes at the moment for the same price. Just to me, that seems amazing at how much they are charging for that deal for a DLC. Just one route is like £30. It's stupid. That's a whole game on its own in some. So anyway, that's cost of living increase for you, I suppose. But here we go. So first of the 2 bridges we've got. Let's see if I can do this without smashing into a car or toppling everyone off the side of the bridge. Yeah, nice town in the distance there, but that's quite cool. I like that about this route, this particular trip. So having the double bridges with toll booths and stuff like that, it is different. It's something that's different from the normal route that you get in this. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. I think there's one more, which I think is about the same sort of length. I don't think it's any longer than that. But I think look, guys, if you're buying this DLC, when you're playing Fernbus, then you know what you're getting. You know what sort of buses you're getting. They're very well designed. They're very well, aesthetically. Shut up about your aircon. Don't care. Don't care if it's like a sauna. Apparently you like saunas, but anyway, you know what you're getting. You know what you're paying for. As I say, would you buy all 3? As I say, I think it's because it's on offer for like 25 quid. At the time I bought this, I think it made sense. You bought 2, got 1 free, effectively. If you bought one of them, then enjoyed the others. I say it's a shame you can't buy them cheaper, but it is what it is. I think if you've enjoyed it, then definitely buy them. Don't take my word for it. If anything I've learned is everyone has their own opinions, and if you want to spend money on it, yeah. I have found out that I believe, so I haven't used them in Tourist Bus, and I don't believe they work in Tourist Bus. It's been so long since I've had that sort of got into that game, but as far as I'm aware, they don't work in Tourist Bus. So it's a bit of a downside for me, because I know that a lot of the buses that are in Tourist Bus and in Fernbus are side by side, so it's a real shame that this one didn't. I could quite quite interested to see such the massive buses trying to get around some of those windy lanes, especially the sort of like the snaking lane on the route on the way down. So it's a shame, but it is what it is. I know that it's difficult with tourist buses. Oh, hang on, where's this van going? Is this van going to slow down? Is he going to slow? No, he's going to no. Okay, no, he's just going to pull out on us.
Alles verschüttet. Danke.
Okay, so someone spilled their coffee. It's not technically my fault. He pulled out on me. He should have either sped up or slowed down to get in front of me or behind me. But one accident, some too hot AC, and maybe leaving a little bit late. Hopefully, touch wood, that's all that we get for today. But yeah, I know, unfortunately, tourist bus is not getting that many updates at the moment, so hence the reason we've not really been in it. But we'll see. I am intrigued to see Taxi Life, I think it is, that's coming out soon. I think that's just got a release date to March, which is the one that's set in Barcelona, where you get to start and run your own taxi business. That looks really cool, so potentially when that comes out we'll be trying that as well. I know we've got loads of other things on the channel that we haven't got around to yet, such as things like the newer updates in Bus Sim 21, which has got all the school buses and stuff. I know we're obviously one episode into Tram Sim, and I know we haven't even got into the trams when it gets to Bus Sim. So yeah, got a few bits to do, got this to do. I think we've got some more updates on City Bus Manager, because they've got this new green pack now, which is all environmentally friendly, sort of electric buses and solar charging and all that stuff. So that's got to come up as well. So unfortunately, we will find time being away from the channel for a while. It means we've missed a little bit in terms of new content, but you know, we'll endeavour to get back on track and get back up to date and get some new games and new DLCs on the channel. Obviously, this being one of them. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying it. So I've been waffling away there now for a good, I don't know what, 100 kilometres. Yeah, about 100 kilometres there. So yeah, we've passed through a few areas, cut past a couple of rest stops and petrol stations. Apart from smashing into the van, it was all right, I suppose. We have got, I think, the second bridge comes up soon, if I remember rightly. So, oh yeah, there you go. You just about to see it now. It just popped into the distance. So, yeah, over the second bridge. And then heading into Copenhagen. So as I say, I think the Copenhagen stop is actually pretty close to the airport, so fingers crossed we might get to see some planes, or at least a nice couple of airport buildings as we go. There is actually, yeah, look at that, there's a train. I didn't realise. There you go. We're right next to a train line, so I guess there'll be other trains going forwards and backs. I think there is a couple of, there's even a lighthouse there on the right. Look at that. I'm going to attempt to, yeah, there we go, attempt to spin it. So, there we go. So, trying to smash into that minibus. And then, yeah, out to sea there. So, yeah, pretty cool. It's good that the railway goes over this as well. It's nice to see different, you know, the trains and stuff. I know you've got some undergrounds and some, not undergrounds, some overground trains in other towns. And I know that, I think, from some of the clips I've seen, that there is there is another type of, like, the overground train when you get into Copenhagen. I can't even remember what it was. They're still complaining about the aircon. Right, I've got to try and turn the temperature down, but I think, if I remember rightly, the temperature's like set to 18 degrees. I've nerfed it down a little bit just to try and cool, but it's definitely on. Look, you can see it on there in the centre display screen. You can see that the fan's set quite high, and I'm pretty sure it's set to 18 degrees. So I don't know whether this is just a glitch, whether the aircon doesn't actually work, or whether I'm not pressing something. Look, there you go. Look. Yeah, you can see the temperature there. Fan speed's pretty high. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It seems to be that. Yeah, look at that. You see that top and bottom is at the same temperature. So I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. It's too late now. We're like 100 and something kilometres to go, and if it's not going to get fixed now, it's never going to get fixed. So it's just really frustrating that we're going to lose points for that one. So anyway, it is what it is. Can't worry about that. They can just carry on complaining all they want, hopefully. So Right, here's the toll booth. So I've not seen anything about the toll booth, so it doesn't really say exactly what you do. So let's pick a lane. Don't know if they have a particular colour or what, but we'll just pick the first one we go to. Green. So I don't know if this is the right one, but we'll go up to the. There we go. Stop at the area. There we go. Perfect. So. Now the usual races. Anyone ever driven in in Europe with the toll booths, especially when I have, it's always been foot hard down out of every toll booth, and it's like a drag race out of the booth and onto the next stretch of motorway. So that's there. We've got what's this? Another petrol station up here on the right. So yeah, there you go, like a service station. Quite happily showing its patriotism with the flag. Flying, all three of them, very, very sort of stiff and rigid flags. Not real, but okay, but not very realistic. But anyway, cell marks there. So yeah, it looks like we're getting closer and closer to some sort of like urban area, as it's having a bit more built-up buildings. You can normally tell because they have these like sidings here to stop the noise from getting too bad and becoming too much for those that are either side. What's this? Kunderborg and Nevsted. No, that's fine. We don't need to go there. And it's fine. So we'll try and get past some of these lorries if we can. It's fine. Alright, that truck just completely went through those. Okay, there are signs up there saying don't turn, and the trucks just continued to carry on straight through them. So that's very strange, but oh well, obviously they didn't read the memo that you're not supposed to go down there. Right, texture on that Flixbus coming the other way was very, very glitchy. That's the only thing I had noticed. If you look at the textures on this, is they pop in, the currents pop in very, very close. They don't sort of like fade in. They go, look, there you go. See the Flixbus one? Very strange. It doesn't seem to be something that seems to get fixed either. It's been like that for a while. They do. The render distance isn't the greatest. They just seem to like, you look at the transit in the mirror now, look, it's got no wheels, then it's got wheels, and it kind of like they're hovering, look, no wheels, no windscreen, oh there you go, wheels and windscreen, and then the same thing that one's got. It just seems to be like they're floating, like that cat that keeps floating around with no legs. Anyway, a different conversation altogether, that one. Perfect. So let's go through, and then we are heading about 82 kilometres to go. So it looks like we're getting stuck in a bit of traffic, I guess, as we get closer. Traffic's going to slow us down a little bit. We've got like a picnic area coming up. I don't think they need to stop. We don't need rest because, let's say, we're not doing the longer journey, so we don't need to worry about rest quality and stuff like that. We definitely don't need any fuel. We were perfect for fuel when we left. So yeah, nice and easy. Nice simple route, no worrying about having to delay or run late, other than the late and delayed that we caused because of our driving. Yeah, I think we're probably best stay behind this truck for a little bit. Just make sure we keep a good safety distance. We don't want to lose points from getting too close to the truck, as well as smashing into vans and things like that. So, right, is there anything coming to join here on the right? We want to be careful of the slip roads now, because quite clearly the drivers don't yield, and they just expect us to. Okay, I'm melting. Okay, I've turned it down. It's down as far as it will go. It's definitely not going to go any lower. That one, there you go, look. It's down as low as it's going to go. It can't get any colder, and it's on, and you can see the fan speed. As I say, it's definitely glitched. I don't know. It's strange, but something's going on. Whether I've missed it, whether I've pressed the wrong button or something, I don't know. But yeah, it's really annoying. It's just, I don't know. It'd be nice if there's an instruction manual. Maybe that's something we've missed or need to read. But yeah, definitely something that's wrong. I say whether I've pressed the wrong button, I'm starting to think I've pressed the wrong button somewhere. But yeah, whether I've pressed something wrong or whether it's just not working the way that I expected it to. Yeah, it does seem to come up with all kinds of issues. Oh look, there's a plane. there's an aircraft taking off there in the distance. So yeah, there must be actual real life planes coming and going into the airport. Look at that. Cool. Yeah, so maybe when we get closer we might actually see them sort of taking off and landing from the airport. So what have we got? We've got about 50 kilometres to go. 50 kilometres to go to the final stop. I'll see. There's a bit more urbanness in the distance with some smokestacks and chimneys and stuff. So obviously this particular route, I know with the scenery and the bridges and stuff, was not always going to be the most exciting route, so apologies, it was just mainly motorway and me driving badly, but I think with the bridges, the toll booth, the sort of the seas and rivers, and look, there's a passenger train there on the left. Yeah, it was always going to be a little bit mundane, but as I say, if you're still watching at this point, I hope you've enjoyed it. I think, as I say, we'll see what the town looks like at the other end, and then yeah, in the next episode, as I say, we'll pick the final of the 3 buses, and then we'll head north. So we'll try and do that in one episode, to try and show you the last 2 towns. As I say, I think the distance is roughly the same between this one and the next route, obviously just with an extra stop in between. So we'll try and keep the videos relatively short. I appreciate this is probably going to end up at maybe a 35 or 40 minute video, so yeah, we'll try and keep them relatively short and sweet, but yeah, I think we'll probably endeavour to do the next Fernbus episode maybe in the next video or 2. We might try another either bus sim or city bus manager after this, and then head through. So what have we got here? We've got a Let's Go truck in front, which is the one I think we've been following pretty much for the whole route. So yeah, we're starting to get close. We're crossing another bridge, on it, 3rd bridge of today, just not quite as grand as the other ones, although this one is pretty nice looking in terms of the inlets and stuff for the waterways around it. And then yeah, as I say, I have enjoyed Denmark. It's got a different feel to it. Obviously, it's a bit more. I suppose the towns are a bit smaller. The distances between the towns are a little bit bigger compared to what we've been used to in Germany and places like that. So, and again, it seems to be a lot more. Environment seems to be a lot flatter and a lot less hilly, which is nice to say. It's good to see how each of the areas have got their own kind of like, I guess their own like pluses and negatives, their own sort of design features. Oh look, here we go. Did I say Terminator? Did that just say Terminator on it, or does that say Terminal? Terminal. Okay, so it says terminal. Okay, anyway, so we're coming off here. Was worried that Arnold Schwarzenegger would be stood here ready for us. Anyway, that's looks like multi-story car park on the right, and then you've got some buildings. So this must be the airport, because that looks decidedly like an airport terminal on the right hand side. And then at the next roundabout, we are going where we're going straight over. Yeah, straight over at this roundabout. So let's make sure we don't hit anything. Oh look, there's those arrows that nobody apart from me seems to take good care of. Where's that going? That's there. Perfect. Right, let's find a space here and go. You stop there, please. Thank you. Alright, we're taking a right here. Yes, it's broken. Quite clearly, it's broken. If it's not working, it's broken. Anyway, so yeah, terminal building. Is terminal building on the right side here? Maybe. Looks like it. Okay, we're going straight over here. Yeah, this lane, because that one's turning right. Well, that turns right. I don't know what that turns right into. That's the world's tightest turning. Don't know why we're still looking to see if the aircon's on, but no, there's nothing on there. No, don't need to worry about that. Alright, anyway, traffic light's gone green. No, nothing on there either. Alright, we're currently driving looking at the aircon controls, or for the aircon controls, but anyway. Perfect. And we got here, oh look at this. This is the big terminal. So we've got like bike stores here and terminal buildings across the road. So that's pretty cool. That's really nice design of the building there. I don't know how accurate this is to the actual terminals itself. probably pretty, but yeah, again, more buildings here, sort of hotels and stuff, I guess, on the left hand side, and just about there in the distance you can see our stop. Look at this. This is amazing. Look at all the glass fronted buildings and everything that are here. That is so cool. That is really good. That's such a good backdrop. Look at that. Anyway, wait for these lights to go green. I did say that we probably wouldn't be stuck behind too many lights, but obviously they're mainly on either ends of the trip today and not a lot in between. So hopefully these lights will go green. There we go. So we can head through, and then yeah, you can just see the stop there in the distance, just on the right hand side. Outside again, I guess more terminal buildings. No, we need the middle lane here, and then take the right lane as we go through the lights. Amazing, cool. So let's stop here. Hopefully we are. There we go. So we've unlocked Copenhagen. That's good. And apparently we're early, but we don't even know. Oh, look at it. So look at that. So it updates the time when we actually get here. So we should have got here at 6 minutes past 3. Anyway, let's jump out. Let's open the doors and we'll open luggage compartments so that these people get their luggage, and oh, look at everyone's off without me. They didn't even wait for me to open the doors before they got out. Right, so everyone's taking their luggage. That door doesn't want to open. Okay, so yeah, everyone's taking their luggage. Everyone's off. So lovely environment. Let's try not to get run over. Trucks have stopped behind us, so that's fine. So that's quite a nice backdrop, that, isn't it? There we go. So I think probably what we'll do, let's finish today's ride and see how we scored, and take it from there. So let's log out from the app today. Right, there you go. So as you can see, for that trip we gained 690 XP. We picked up all the passengers we needed to, we sold the right amount of tickets, everything was completed in terms of stops, and we contacted Central. On the next page, we arrived on schedule. We did depart late. I think that 1 minute made all the difference. And everything else on here seemed to be good. Yeah, they were fine. We didn't need to miss anyone. Obviously, we got 7% for our air conditioning. So yeah, and we played in house once. So I don't think we need to look at traffic or rule behaviours, because we don't have to. We can ignore the fact that we crashed into everyone. So let's head back to the bus and finish off today's episode. Alright guys, so yeah, bit of a joke there, but yeah, we did end up crashing into a few bits and pieces and broke a few traffic rules and stuff in today's route. So yeah guys, I think we'll leave today's episode there. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please do smash the like button, and if you are watching the videos and you're not already subscribed to the channel, I know that around 3/4 of the people that watch the videos are not subscribed, so if you want to support the channel, please click the subscribe button, and don't forget to click the bell notification icon so you can be updated when new episodes come out. And guys, please say there's a link in my bio or the video description for all my other socials that I've got, Insta and Twitter, or X, sorry, and Threads as well. So yeah, follow me on those, as occasionally we post updates when new videos come out and funny stuff from time to time. And yeah guys, as always, if there's any questions, queries, comments or suggestions for future episodes, routes or games to play, then please do put those on in the comments section down below. But guys, thanks for watching, and look forward to seeing you all again soon. Take care, bye.